let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Get it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. There's the intensity we expect in a playoff. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Another one for Judkins. This drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Trade.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. It's caught by Wilson. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for Cleveland. First down.
1st and 10 at the
49-yard
line.
70, Hawk 7, Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat, 60
Working out of the gun. Sanders. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. He's going to be stopped, but not before doing some damage. He's down to the 12. A pickup there of 39. And that gives the Browns a first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Looking to tack on the point after. He misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the ground. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it. To midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos find an answer with their opening drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos literally won up that opening touchdown drive, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up, there's no rest to shut it down. Whenever I get your money up.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Sanders going to look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready.
10 at the 41-yard line.
19, 18, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Warrior 70, 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. That finds Burks, complete. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19.
1st down from the red zone. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Dunkins. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Cut out left. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
70 Lions.
From the red zone now. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
On the jump.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Start. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Sanders setting the pass. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
Big moment here in this divisional round game, Bronk, as they line up for 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Oh, I said.
Here's Nix to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns twist the knife after that interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
To the air on 1st down. Sanders finds some time left. The left side finds Fanning. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. There he goes, right sideline. And he's into the end zone with a pick 6 and a Denver touchdown.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. Chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Come on. Hey, Crack all 80.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and get him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by the corner pick 20th out of the University of Texas, John Day Barron.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Go! 68, Panther 11. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
They'll go. It's Sanders. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Nix with it on first. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
At the 16-yard line.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. Third down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and it's incomplete.
Field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Captain. Push him up. Ready.
Putting the tight end in motion. It's Nix out of the pistol. Throws it Schlesinger. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, if you stop points, add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns with a long field ahead. Second and 3 now.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, Judkins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for Cleveland, first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
60 Bison, 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
Sanders now on 3rd down. He finds Njoku, complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
Jake, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. But without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different...
Breaks through, and he might break away. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns get some late points and the lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now they'll try the point after. And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Nix. They try to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. He has it at the 22. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Over the gun, here's Sanders. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Get it. Ready?
2nd and 10 now. He lofts it deep left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Ready?
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18. Go.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Complete beyond the marker. And this is brought to a stop at that 34-yard line there. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Going again here, Sanders. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns bump the lead up to 13 points. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Working quickly here. That's complete right side. Takes out a one-stop. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 30. This will give here to Dobbins. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 28. We've got a screen to the running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Rhythm. You hear me talking about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That one finds his man, Ingram. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Sutton, the man in motion, headed right. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Nix to throw again. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Toss play here, Judkins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Come on, come on.
On third down, they'll go with Sampson. And he's bundled up quick. This just crosses the 25 to about the 27. 3 yards, puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Sanders back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Feeling the receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Nix off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And now it's 3rd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Nix from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's Nix out of the pistol. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You've got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Brings it in at the 12. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35.
37-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go, shot. 70 Lions. Let go.
give. Here's Judkins. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Only one quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Browns football. They just need to close this quarter out, and they're on to the next round. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Come on.
Another game to Judkins. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Keeps it moving. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Let's go. Ready.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. This throw is caught. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready. Go.
Sanders going to look to throw. And getting a screen pass for Judkins. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk, go. Hawk.
The flag comes out. So this is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix. Running by his back, Dobbins. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after tries, good by Lutz. And the Broncos cut the lead down to just 2. 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 7 Pirates, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. He puts a man under it deep down the left. They did it! He made the interception! Riley Moss with the pick.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you gotta know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball and put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. They run it. Here's Ajay Harvey. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Broncos needing a couple. All right, here we go. 2nd down. The gun, it's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. Into enemy territory and a yard and most from the 1st. That brings up 3rd down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. He'll look to throw it. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw. They try to set the screen. Dobbins. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
The Browns Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Now run here. It's Harvey. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Now for Harvey. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Only 3 yards. They're going to need a much bigger play than that on a lengthy third and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Big moment here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for third and goal.
Ready? 180.
Third and goal for Dobbins. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up fourth and goal. Well, they waited right till the end to use this final timeout. Only 6 seconds left on the clock. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Was there pressure down there, Kate? Was his heart beating through his chest? Because we sure didn't see it. He stepped up and so confidently nailed a kick, it's going to send them to the conference championship.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their